Um,
Okay.
all right, hello everyone. Welcome to Hellish Brain Activity episode 7, right? 7?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
7.
yeah, so today
At
we'll
least 7.
at least 7. Today we will be discussing CrossCode by Radical Fish Games, an MMO within an RPG. Uh, yeah, we did a very small chunk this time. There was not a lot that happened, so this is probably going to be like our shortest episode so far. But I'm your host Emilio. These are your co-hosts Robert, Aaron, and Fiora. Say hi, everyone.
This
Hello.
bitch is so loud.
What?
Sorry. You were talking. Your volume was very high.
Turn
Maybe you
me.
should turn him down
Yeah,
then.
turn me down then. This is a
Sorry, I'm not
fixable
good like that.
problem. You know what though? It's because I forgot that my headphones have like a function that actually just changes the volume of my mic, and I turned it up recently.
Thanks.
Because I noticed that I was quiet in like the recordings, so
Thanks.
yeah, you're welcome. Anyway, so Fiora, do you want to sum up the chunk that we did?
So this chunk begins right after you've defeated or lost to Apollo in a arena fight. This goes through pretty much the entirety of Bergen Trail. I just most of what happens is mostly combat element, and the story element of this arc is not very prevalent. This will become a lot more prevalent in the later arc, as I've decided to save Bergen Mine for the next chapter.
Right, right.
Most of it, yeah, most of what happens is just like area exploration.
Yeah, I fell off a cliff multiple times. It was pretty cool.
This is probably the best area. This is probably the area of the game which I remember the most for getting good combos with, because there is a lot of enemies in this area, and it's just like getting S rank is pretty easy, and sustaining it feels very fun.
Yeah,
It's not quite like Ocean's Fall. There's like there's terrain issues as well, and
You fucking Autumn's Fall, dude.
Autumn's Fall.
oh, sorry, Ocean's Rise.
Oh, do you think that's why they called it that?
Yes, it is. It's called Ocean's Rise. You will find that later on in the game there is an area indeed called Ocean's Fall.
Wow,
Yeah.
Oh,
this is a good game.
oh shit.
That one is very, very plot relevant for the record.
Incredible.
Mhm.
What a fantastic game. This is how all things should be. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I think probably the most plot important elements right now are the arrival at Bergen Village and and basically the briefing that you're given,
Mm-hmm.
as well as like a few side quests around. Did any of you go to the dojo?
I did do the dojo.
I did do the dojo. Robert,
Yeah,
you
you
sound
can't
far
skip the
away.
dojo. Dojo is legendary.
Why am I so far away?
You sound closer now.
You never actually.
That's
None of you went to
fucking
dojo.
crazy.
What was
That's
that?
lame. There's a bunch of like really fun challenges there.
No, we did do the dojo.
Yeah.
Whoops. How do you guys find those?
Um, they were all right. I
They
mean,
were they were they were kind of they were just kind of annoying.
oh
I
really?
kept
Why?
falling. I kept falling off the cliff, and then I kept falling off the cliff.
Wow.
Understandable.
Skill issue.
Yeah.
It's crazy, you know. This is what ties it to Lisa. To be honest,
You can fall off of cliffs. This is the same game.
Yeah.
True.
The
True.
same game.
I thought you were considering it close to Lisa because it's painful.
It is painful.
yeah.
Yeah.
CrossCode is not a painless game.
I haven't hurt myself yet, so I don't know if I believe you.
Yeah, it's quite lighthearted for now.
Yeah, I did the. It was kind of annoying for me because I was like, when you do the part where you have to like jump from like platform to platform and collect the little things, while the things are firing at you, I kept trying to like do it in a way that meant I wouldn't ever have to like stop and wait, and so it took me a couple tries to figure out what the path for that would
Yeah.
actually be. But like that
Yeah,
was
you wanna, like-
self-inflicted.
Mhm.
What about like the floating areas in the floating islands in the sky? Have any of you been near that one?
You mean on the trail itself, right?
Yes. It's a very it's like toward the top right of the map.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah, I know
went
that's how.
I went around there.
Did any of you encounter a deer there?
A what?
What?
I swear there is a deer that has like a specific item on it.
I don't recall encountering
I
that.
don't remember
No.
that.
I remember climbing up.
But there is an oh I remember the issue. That area is locked off.
Yeah,
Because you need the firepower up from Bergen Mine. Whoops.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I tried getting up there and then I couldn't figure it out. And then eventually I did figure out like some more movement tricks in this
Mhm.
chapter. I just spent more time playing around with it. So I figured out like shield slash jab canceling your jump off of cliffs and then dashing afterwards.
Mhm.
To like extend your jump. And I was trying to do that to see if it would let me get around the ice blocks and stuff, but if it is possible, I wasn't able to execute it.
Mhm.
I don't think it's meant to be, at least.
Yeah.
Interesting sequence break if it is, but it's like those ice blocks aren't those usually when those ice blocks appear, it's like it's something that you can't really get yourself around anyway.
Yeah, that's how it felt. I saw him and I'm just like,
And that area in particular isn't really like the most important one. But there is like I'm pretty sure there is a kind of funny side quest that spawns from that though.
incredible. I can't wait to get there after I do the mine.
Yes.
So I was gonna say initially that Bergen Trail was like fun. It was my biggest gripe with it was just that this was such a short chunk. I understand why, but it is something that I was like, damn, I'm already like done with everything to do here. I think the only thing I didn't do was the parkour side quests on the trail itself. But once I got to like the village, I was like, I did everything I could there because there are some quests that I'm pretty sure you just cannot complete yet because you
Yeah,
haven't done the
there's
mine.
a few quests that are quest locked for now. What I really should have done is I should have told you to go through Bergen Mine and then like do the side quests next time. But it will probably make the next chunk quite big because
Right.
there's a few pretty long side quests that are
Mhm.
part of that. But you don't necessarily have to go through the side quests. I'm not
Yeah.
making that a necessity. Some of them are very fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like there were also like some upgraded items that I wanted to get that I'm pretty sure I'm not able to also because of areas locked off by not having like the fire element. Like one of them has requires a blue orb, which I of course like thought
Holy
was
shit!
funny.
Is that a Kyoga reference?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut up.
There are a lot of references in this game. Like there was a blue orb, there was a blue shell, there was obviously the Avatar reference with the dojo.
Mhm.
That was an Avatar reference.
The guy literally looks like the guy.
Yeah, he literally looks like an airbender from Avatar.
Oh, that Avatar.
Typical.
Why the fuck would
I-
you
I-
assume I'm talking about the alien people? Never assume
Not the
that.
one with the blue.
Because I didn't watch Avatar.
Wow, you should watch Avatar. That's a really good show. Like I don't
Yeah.
watch TV much, but I fucking love Avatar. You should watch that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it is an Avatar reference. The elements as a whole, I guess you could kind of argue is one, but like they're not exactly the same as an Avatar. Although,
I honestly don't think especially the last two elements, I really don't think they make too much sense in an Avatar sense.
isn't it
Because
like
otherwise you have
fire,
an earth element and
ice?
you don't have an earth element.
Isn't it like fire, ice, lightning, and wind or something?
Earth.
Wind is sound, but like, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, well, they're all like
And also,
subsections.
actually, it's not lightning. It's actually called shock.
Right.
Oh, and it's not called sound, it's called wave.
Wave, me when.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right there you have two fire bending arts and then water and air.
Mhm.
But no earth.
No earth, who cares? Actually, no, I take it back. That is kind of lame. I want to shoot rocks at people.
There are skills for that.
That's raw.
Instead, you get very silly lightning puzzles.
That's crazy.
Don't worry, the worst puzzles are in 5-Euro Temple for the record.
I see.
The puzzles only appear to get easier from that.
Okay.
The upcoming dungeon isn't going to be like particularly too hard with its puzzles, but the rest of them will kick your ass for the record.
I'm very good at puzzles. I am not afraid. I beat Portal 2 without a guide. So, I'm kind of crazy
Wow,
at puzzles.
Wow.
that's crazy. Did you remember to follow the instructions that say in case of implosion, look directly at implosion?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Did you know that apparently they included that sign both because it was a funny joke, but because in playtesting they wanted players to like see the explosion because it was like either because the animation was a lot of work or because it was like actually important to gameplay. I don't remember which. And they could not actually get the fucking playtesters to look at it. So they included that sign so people
Hmm.
would see it.
Typical.
There's a lot of really
Typical.
funny dev notes about in Portal. Like apparently it's like a game dev thing where it's actually really hard to get a player to look up in a game.
Hmm.
So there's a bunch of like different instances of games, including like weird, nonsensical like stuff on walls or whatever, just to get the player to tilt their head upwards and see what they're supposed to do.
Hmm.
Team Fortress 2 players are in fact not feeling this right now.
So true.
Actually, wait, no, they're spending most of their time looking down, not up.
True. But let me see. So I guess we did start last time with combat, so I'm cool with starting with that again. Snowmen or I died to a snowman the first time I encountered one.
No matter, no joke.
Yeah, they're a really strong enemy, I have to admit.
Okay, so the thing,
To me, like
sorry.
a lot of the enemies in this area, like they definitely step up their game.
Yeah, no, every enemy in this area feels like drastically more dangerous for a few different reasons. I want to like for snowmen, it was like it's the first one that will attack you unprompted because every other thing it will just leave you alone if you don't fuck with it. And if you
Hmm.
get near a snowman, he's like, okay, it's time to throw down. And then it's like he has a lot of HP. Uh, the when he charges up like his snowballs and fires a bunch of them, that shit does a ton of damage. I took like
Yeah.
300 one time because I got hit by so many of them. And then like
Yeah,
engaging it
I swear I've
in
taken even more than that. Like sometimes and in fact, I'm pretty sure it's one of the attacks that can like potentially just like straight up KO you if you're like
Hmm.
in point blank range. It is like his charge attacks are really strong.
yeah.
Hmm.
And then like in close quarters, dealing with him feels like really hard, especially in reference to everything you faced up until that point. Um,
Yes,
Yeah.
cause like
the snowman. The snowmen are kind of like mini bosses. Like
yeah,
uh,
Yeah, that's a
I
really annoying
can't
part, is that you
remember how
can't really melee
specifically
them.
difficult the penguins were, but like I swear I remember them being more annoying than the hedgehogs. Sorry, no, not hedgehogs. The hillcats.
penguins were definitely more annoying than hellcats, but like they were fine, really. Like their attacks were really
Yeah,
easy
they
to
weren't so
avoid.
bad.
It was just like you couldn't hit them super often because they would always be moving around, but their attacks were super easy to avoid.
Hmm.
And then like yeah,
Uh,
the snowman, you can't really like well, you can melee him, but like it's hard just because it's like he has the shockwave, which
yeah,
has
don't
like
bother.
no startup, by the way.
I
Yeah,
would just
yeah.
use like the level 1 specials against him.
Yeah, the way that I figured out how to like eventually melee him and why I think the snowmen are notable is because they're an enemy that actually makes shielding look like a useful option.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Because it was like it always felt like the shockwave was too big for me to like actually dash away from most of the time, especially because it
Uh-huh.
has so little startup compared to every other thing that would attack you. Because
Yeah,
like
you're gonna be in the middle of meleeing.
yeah, so they're just gonna like throw it out. So like shielding to maintain your position and then continue meleeing them felt like the first instance of shield actually being a good option in combat, which was
Uh-huh.
nice to see, because I would be disappointed if for the whole game it was just like, yeah, here's a defensive option that's just inferior in pretty much every situation to your other defensive slash offensive option.
Hmm.
But yeah, so like when I first encountered a snowman, I died because I was just like, how the fuck am I meant to engage with this enemy? Because it was like
Hmm.
my throw arts aren't really doing that much, and if I try to combat or do melee, he just fucking uses the shockwave on me and deals like 200.
If you check the Dex page, he's level 17, so yes.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know how to deal with these guys. So I didn't fuck around with them for a while until I went and like did more quests and got some better gear at the village.
Hmm.
Yeah, I did that on my 2 playthroughs.
What about you, Robert? What do you think about snowmen?
Uh, I didn't have too much of a problem with them. It's just like they do a lot of damage, but I was able to like hide behind the obstacles and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think that in terms of like safety, that is the probably the best way to engage with them. I just never really wanted to because it takes so fucking long for them to die.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. And then the other main enemy, or I guess the other like common enemy that we get in this area is the fucking the the horny goats. Um
Hmm. Oh yeah, the
Very
goats.
funny name.
Hmm.
Those guys, I
The
think
goats will pop up again for the record.
the what?
They will pop up again.
Oh, okay. But like they're still weird to fight for me at least because I can't really tell when they're about to do the kick attack.
Hmm.
And like they use it a lot, like a lot more than I would expect them to. So it feels like my windows to melee them are like very small.
You have to
And
break them when they're throwing the horn.
oh, okay. I didn't pick up on that. Yeah, because I noticed I was breaking them, but I didn't really connect like what was triggering that. And then yeah, we get like flying Kingdra in this segment too.
Those guys are annoying as hell.
Really? I didn't find them to be that bad. I honestly thought they were like the easiest enemy to deal with in this area.
Definitely I definitely say the penguins are probably the easiest. Kingdra
Oh, yeah, I forgot about them.
Kingdras are like they're just annoying because they like to run away from you.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
Using Swift Swim.
Right.
Right.
That actually does remind me. I was upset when I went like farming for them and they weren't the thing that dropped blue orb.
Hmm.
Uh, I think I was functioning on like Mix and Mega Brain because I don't really know why. Like, because the only other
Kindred isn't
reason
even used in Mix and Mega. It's never been used in Mix and Mega.
that's not true. First of all, second of all, the only other thing that connects it to blue orb is that it's a blue enemy. But yeah, it doesn't drop that. It drops like its rare drop is like salted ice cream or some shit, I think.
Hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was very lame. I was like, I can't use this for better gear. What the hell? And then honestly, I think those were like my only notes on like combat, how I see it differently in this segment, because like yeah, just having an enemy that makes it feel like shield is a good tool is nice.
Hmm.
Let me see what else happens in the segment. After we go through the trail, we get to the village. There's a lot of side quests in the village, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't like remember most of them. I remember that you have to chase like this little kid goat.
Hmm.
That's the only one I really remember though.
Ooh, that one. Come back to that one later.
Yeah.
There will, in fact, be an extension to that quest.
Oh, okay.
It will be pretty funny.
Okay, that's cool to know.
Hmm.
Um, I do remember that we have this segment with God, what's his name? It's Emily's friend.
Um, Lucas.
Yeah, that guy, the German one, right?
I think he's like Nordic.
Oh, okay, my bad. But yeah, him. He like
No,
invites
I'm pretty
us.
sure he is German.
Oh wait, am I bad?
Yeah, because there is a specifically German reference that he makes.
Okay, fair enough.
That's ominous wording. Do I want to know
I
what the
mean,
blonde hair,
come on,
blue
they
eyed
have to
German
make
guys is
ranking
making a
linguistic
reference to?
stereotypes in the game.
I'm sorry, Vera. What was that?
I mean, they have to. Come on, they have to make the linguistic stereotypes in this game.
They do.
Okay, fair, I
Don't
guess.
worry, it's only ever Emily and Lucas, I believe.
Okay, I guess. But yeah, he invites us to like come to his this guild, and we finally get to like this upper area of Autumn's Rise that we weren't able to fuck around with before. And that was cool. I mean, it was another thing that I couldn't really do anything with until I did the mine, so I was like, okay, whatever. But there
Mhm.
was this other area there, the last minute hero guild house. That was a really interesting area. I like that.
Mhm.
The statues in front of the building were fucking raw. They were
They
cool
were
as
fucking
hell.
raw.
Uh,
Pleased to meet you.
what the hell are you saying?
Shut the fuck up.
What? What?
What the hell are you? What is wrong with you?
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I lost my composure.
What would randomly compel you to say cheese to meet you?
Of course, you're vegetarian.
I don't
I thought
know.
you were gonna say something like what the scallop.
What the fuck? I think that'd be
See, it's
worse.
got you too. It's got you too. This disease,
What
What?
disease?
the one that makes you reference random animals.
Right.
I've never done that in my life. Fuck, what? Uh, oh yeah, so there was the last minute hero statues. Those were cool. Um, and then I went inside and I read like the list of names, and
Oh yeah, the name.
there's probably a lot of reference in there that I just missed because I either didn't like look hard enough or didn't know what it was referencing. But there were three I picked up on being XX Luigi Mario, Tetracurn, which is Persona 5, and
No
then
fucking way.
Vive Plume, which is Vile Plume. So yeah,
I think those are the names of like usernames of like Patreon supporters or something, or like people who kickstarted the game.
that makes sense why there's so many references then.
Yeah, there's a ton of contributors, and yeah, pretty sure all of them are in the game.
Oh, are they part of Last Minute Hero specifically because like the the game had rocky development and they were like, if we don't get this money soon, we're not gonna be able to get the game out, and then a bunch of people supported.
I don't think that specifically happened. Like I don't remember. I don't recall the game having a particularly rocky development cycle, from what I
It just had
heard.
a long development cycle,
Yeah,
like
just very long.
I
because
see.
there wasn't there wasn't what was effectively a early full build until 2015, I think.
Hmm.
Mm,
But it'd been
I
known
thought it
that
was
it'd been in
2013.
development since 2013 because
Yeah.
there's a build known as Tech Demo Plus Plus. It has
Mhm.
some pretty interesting early music, I'd say, because again, the mood is completely different from from both the early access build and the final game.
I see. All right. Well, I was just guessing at why they were called Last Minute Heroes. But yeah, that was a neat little area. Wasn't a
You
ton
know
to
what?
do there.
You know why the names are so nerdy? It's because guess what kind of person is most likely to support a game like this with on Kickstarter?
A nerd?
Yeah, some Ready Player One ass motherfuckers.
Wait, wait. Have any of you ever heard of this fairly old this is fairly obscure PSP game known as 60-Second Hero?
No.
No?
Damn.
Oh, she's being autistic.
Just tell us about it. That's the point of a
So,
podcast.
I don't remember too much about this, but um, it's sort of an interesting. I guess I would. It's kind of difficult to give it a genre because a lot of 60-Second Hero is like it's an RPG, but you play it extremely quickly, and it's
Right.
more. It almost feels more like it almost feels more like a puzzle game in that regard.
Hmm.
I see. Yeah, well, I mean,
I unfortunately really do not remember too much about it, other than it is kind of fun to see runs about it.
when you said
It
it
will
was called
occasionally pop up in my YouTube feed.
60-second hero, I was like, okay, so the gimmick is probably something you do with a minute.
Yes, that is sort of the gimmick. Basically, the world is 60 seconds from Doom, and you're this hero who's basically just rushing through the world trying to save everything. There's this mechanic in 60-Second Hero that also allows you to turn back the time via a goddess. So yeah,
Wow.
That's awesome.
it's still 60-second hero, but like the 60-second hero can effectively get multiple 60 seconds.
Wow.
It's
So
to
he's
extend
cheating?
gameplay,
So
but
he's
it's like a
cheating?
very, very, very fast RPG.
So he's cheating.
Using heavenly powers, and I
That's
assume
still
that doesn't.
cheating.
And if you assume
That's still
divine
cheating.
intervention is in fact cheating,
That is still cheating. He should be smited? Smited? Smitten.
smited, I believe,
Promoted.
or
Smitten.
Damn.
perhaps smitten.
He should get blown up by Zeus, is what I'm trying to say.
I feel like smitten is probably is the correct form.
I don't know. I
I'm
thought
not-
that meant like having a crush in Britain. I thought that was a term you guys used.
What the fuck? No, this is not British slang.
I swear to God, I read it in Harry Potter at some point.
It's not just British. It's American too.
What?
I've seen it used in American English.
I have never seen anyone in America say or write the term smitten unless they were like writing a fanfic and it was a Harry Potter fanfic or it was like Lord of the Rings fanfic
Does
as
that mean
well.
Are you saying it shows up in HPMOR?
Actually, I don't know. I would have to do a word search in it. Give me a second.
Uh-huh.
Harried to meet you.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, it does not show up in Harry Potter in the Message of Rationality.
I won't lie. Autism really does speak on this podcast.
Okay. I don't know what to say to the things you say sometimes. Does that make me a bad host?
Just
No,
say
this
my
isn't
honest
true.
reaction.
Don't support Autism Speaks. Instead, support the Fediverse.
Don't
True.
don't
Fediverse
support
is-
Autism Speaks. Instead, give us money.
Yeah.
We are autistic self-advocates.
Yeah,
Therefore, we are automatically better than a multi-billion-dollar supposed charity.
we're all also very broke and need money.
Yeah, I'm a self-advocate. I'm asking you to give me your money.
You don't need it that much. I promise.
That's true.
Hey, it's called mutual aid.
It
Mutual aid.
is. You give us money, and the autistic people on this podcast will make the world better eventually. That's the mutual aid.
You give me money and I'm silly.
Right, and you get to enjoy her being silly.
You give us money, and we will occasionally make silly posts on Twitter about being trans femmes.
Very true.
Right, I can't speak on that because I won't do that, but give us money.
All right, advertising segment over.
Right, yeah. We don't have a Patreon, mail it to us. We don't have a PO box either. Good luck. If you fail, you're ableist.
Right.
No, wait. What was our original intro? Is that you are a This is a memes channel, isn't it? It was something like "You're a capitalist, fuck you" or something like that. I don't remember what it was.
That could be completely unrelated, but we also carry that sentiment. If you're a capitalist, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, if you're a finance bro.
Oh,
yeah.
if you're a finance bro, fuck you. We hate you. You should dig a ditch and never climb out.
Very true.
All right. Back to CrossCode.
Listen, we need to do this more. There's not a lot to talk about in this segment.
Do you want to stop recording?
No, I have a few other things that I was gonna bring up.
Okay.
So I have encountered two things that have popped up both in this segment and the last segment. One, a trader that offers an item that has no use noted. I'm predicting that in the end game we're gonna have to like come back and collect those for something. I also encountered two items that were specifically called perfectly regular, and they were both just like cubes when they should not be cubes. I don't know what the hell is up with that, but
I think
yeah.
those are endgame crafting items for the record.
You said what?
I think those are endgame crafting items for the record.
Yeah, that's what I expected. I was like, I'm probably gonna need them
The
for like a
first
super blade.
things, I think, are part of a very specific quest line.
I see, I see.
that spans 5 or 6 chapters. It's like it
Incredible.
goes across the main areas of the game, I think.
Right, right. Oh, is okay, this is probably a long shot and you don't have to answer it, but is it tied to that guy who we helped out last time who like had a a piece of gear from every subclass?
Pretty sure it is. I haven't actually completed that side quest.
Neither have I.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys played this game.
I did.
I
That
thought you
side
were a
quest
real
is
Yeah.
fan.
very tedious.
I thought you were a real fan.
No, I'm not. I haven't even played the DLC.
Wow. I can't believe this.
Listen, I played the
Incredible,
Nintendo
honestly.
Switch port, okay.
You
It
were
didn't
playing it
have
on the
the DLC.
Switch?
Yep.
Wow. What a fake fan. I didn't know there was a Switch version until I was trying to make the thumbnail. Let me see, what else do I got? There's a dialogue line where someone says the final boss of some segment is an anime girl, but she is not cute.
What?
Yeah, that happens. I'm not
Unfortunately,
making that
you have
up.
to deny this statement.
Listen, I don't know if the NPC meant final boss of the game or of like a specific dungeon or what, because I don't remember, but
Wait. Never mind. Yeah, I actually think that might be canon.
all right, so final boss is the bitch we play as in the beginning. That's what I'm believing now. Um,
Yeah, she comes back and she thinks you killed her brother. And the plot is actually that you actually did because you have this supernatural power that causes heart attacks.
wow, Death Note? I
Yeah.
can't believe it. I can't believe it. Who is the L?
Um. Emily.
Wow, that's actually terrible.
If there's an L, is there a W?
Shut up.
No, this game has no W's.
Death Note
Oh.
had no W's.
Right.
Um, okay, yeah, that is actually all I have for like as in for notes for this segment. I could probably think of more to talk about if you guys had stuff you wanted to bring up, but yeah, it's all I have to bring to the
I
table this
missed that
time.
in the area. Did any of you get like the secret item that was hidden behind these 4 pins?
Which?
There's there's an area right outside of Bergen Village. If you solving the pin puzzle outside grants you access to this can grant you access to this cliff, which has a particularly strong weapon inside of it.
Oh yeah, I got it and I didn't use it.
Did any of you
Uh,
get that?
I don't
I
think
haven't gotten it yet.
I don't think I did. I don't remember what you just described, so I don't think I
Wait,
did.
Yeah, there's
is it
a pin
is
puzzle
it
that's
right?
right outside of Bergen Village.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Damn, none of you guys did that. Oh.
Maybe we can do it next time.
Yeah, I'll make sure to just put it in chat because I'm not gonna remember what you just described, but I'll make sure to do it for
Yeah.
the next segment. You know what I'm tempted to add to the list now? Record video demanding people give us money.
Right.
We will get a total of $0.
Hey, you know what? We might get someone to give us like 3.
3.
You never know, okay? You never know. We have to try.
I guess.
I'm not actually putting that on the list. Decided to be funny. Alright.
Already becoming Patreon beggars already.
Yep. Aren't you proud?
We should start performing like Dark Side Phil then.
Right.
We should probably what?
Start performing like Dark Side Phil.
What does huh? I'm so confused.
Guy who makes insanely low quality Let's Play content who's been doing it for fucking ages and has probably the most videos on YouTube ever.
Oh yeah,
He has about 160,000, I think.
he's the idiot I saw complaining about a Tears of the Kingdom puzzle the other day.
Yes, he is also very, very, very fucking stupid.
Right. Right.
He cannot game for he cannot even game for his own life.
Right. Yeah, I could tell.
This guy tries to play anything that isn't spoon fed to him, he will tear the game apart. He will say it's dog shit.
Incredible. All right, so are we done for CrossCode then?
Yeah, the segment was pretty short by design,
Right, got you. Okay.
especially considering the first segment was pretty long.
Mhm.
The first segment wasn't even that long. I just played it for way too long.
I should
Understandable.
perhaps up the strength of the segments given how long the HPMR segments are going to be.
Yeah, yeah,
Because they're going to start reaching like 2 to 3 hours now.
yeah. We probably will especially for this one. I have a lot I want to talk about in this HPMR segment.
Oh yeah, I've got. Damn it! I'm already feeling tired.
You got to power through. If you have to leave in the
Yep.
middle of it, then so be it. But all right, well then, that's it for this
I
episode
have
of Cross.
caffeine, but I don't want to. But I don't want to down it right now.
You said what?
I have caffeine, but I don't want to down it right now.
That might be the play.
Very true.
Fine,
Come
Hmm.
on,
fine.
you get it. You have to
I'm
embrace the trans feminists. You know, they're
just
all
wanting
addicted
to
to
have
caffeine.
coffee. I can promise you.
None of them get good sleep. It's not even just the ones online. One of my trans femme friends, IRL, is exactly the same way.
What?
She like drinks almost exclusively monsters and never gets to sleep at a good time.
See, I get to sleep at a good time. Yes, I do happen to be an energy drink aficionado, but I actually sleep at a fairly regular interval now.
Aficionado. What is... Okay, you got it. All right
I
then.
I do not. I still don't get what it is with energy drinks and quiz.
I don't know. Maybe that like 90% of you have ADHD and caffeine feels good.
Caffeine doesn't feel like anything to me.
Sure,
Actually,
sure.
it kind of does. It just like
Do you think if we
I
asked
don't know.
Brad, he would say that joy doesn't feel like anything to him?
Good question. This is why you watch this podcast.
Right.
I guess the title for this was Fiora has a caffeine addiction.
Right, it could be. It could also just be give us money.
Give us.
I think that would be a funnier one, I'm not gonna lie. But I'll decide that later, or I'll leave it up to you later, actually.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'll do the outro now. Yeah, thanks for listening to this very, very short CrossCode episode. Next one
Mhm.
is next week, and it will be longer as we are taking on the first like proper dungeon of the game, apparently.
Mhm.
So there will be more stuff to talk about. This is definitely our shortest episode ever. It's the recording's at 42 minutes right now, and that's probably gonna get cut down to like 35 or something. I don't really know. Um, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see you next time. The next episode should be HPMOR. Depends on when I get it up, but I'll probably just upload them in proper order, no matter what order I actually do them anyway. All right, say bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
If you do that every time, I'm gonna hate you.
What?
Good.